Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Alright, so let's get into it. Hope everybody's doing well. 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I'm getting like you're going through a corridor of illusions and you're like batting them down, like going, nah. That isn't an option, that's an illusion. And because of that, you're winning. Somebody wants to apologize for abracadabraing you into that hall of illusions or that hall of mirrors. Because I do feel like this is like a projection. Most recent past. 4 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Emperor. So this could have something to do with a home and a father figure. Something you may not have seen as a blessing. Some sort of betrayal is over. Somebody loves you. Immediate future. Virgo. So, somebody closing down a cycle of holding on. Okay, so we have the World card and the 4 of Pentacles. They're letting you go. Whatever that means. Somebody wants to apologize to you for maybe tricking you or trying to trick you. Knight of Pentacles. They want to apologize to you. Queen of Cups. You got this person on block. They could have only screwed up once was enough for you. It's like with Pisces these days, you know, show me who you are once and I'll believe you. You know, that's just how we're operating at this point, because we're tired of all the fakes and phonies. And we're tired of having to weed through the muck of these fakes and phonies. These people who pretend to be something that they're not. And you know, as the High Priestess energy, you already know that they're telling you something that may just be a dressed up version of them. Tried to get you to fall for the okie doke, and you're too on point. You're too awake, too aware for that. Yeah, the 8 of Cups is the outside influence. You done walked away. You walked away from any kind of heartbreak or, you know, any kind of communication from this person. You don't have time for this. You know, either you're on board or you're not. And I feel like this person just wants to hang on. And they feel left out in the cold by you because you simply didn't want to engage in the fuckery, you know? I mean, They gotta give you a break here. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. They're afraid you're gonna get new love. Yeah. Obsessed with your work. They love your destiny. So this is somebody who's in love with the idea of you instead of, you know, like truly getting to know you or truly taking the time to get to know you. They're obsessed with what you do. Sagittarius energy, Capricorn energy, the King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. This person's trying to figure out a way to invest in you because they know your destiny is attached to something greater than both of you that's going to lead to something much bigger. Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're gonna ghost a whole bunch of people. Like, yeah. Because you've earned your crown here. You've earned this wish fulfillment. And they're gonna be left out of it. Because there's a big transformation taking place. Big transformation taking place in your energy. Yeah, the Emperor, the Empress, the Strength, and the Death card. I got that in the general reading too. Somebody didn't claim their spot, and now their ascension is basically they didn't make it. They didn't make it because they were too obsessed with what you were doing for a living. They didn't see the blessing in it. And you endured something here. Two of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Teetotal Happiness card with the Sun. You have traversed a tower with the truth. Even if it hurt. I mean, I feel like you totally surrendered it to the divine here. You left it up to the divine what to do about this because you got tired of playing games. And whoever this person is, they know that your destiny is at hand. Six of Wands to the Fool. That there's nothing that they can do to stop it. Even an apology or doesn't matter. It's like they can't do anything to stop you from ascending here, but they've wrote their own ticket to, you know, not being able to ascend because of what they did, because of how they acted. It's not saying they won't later, but I feel like you've already given this to the divine. You're saying you handle it because I'm tired. Yeah, there's some sort of truth being acknowledged here about your Nine Wands and your Seven of Pentacles, about reaping what you've sown, about what you've invested into here. Justice and the Ten of Cups. I can't make it up. So you're going to get some sort of wish fulfillment out of this. Six of Pentacles. Because this person didn't step up when they needed to. It got so toxic to the point where you just walked away. You're like, yeah, I ain't falling for this. Yeah, so I feel like their money, their truth, everything that they stand for is being pushed in a different direction. This is protected by the divine. This Ace of Swords and this Ace of Pentacles. Cancer energy, Aries energy. They can't stop it. What is this Four of Wands in the most recent past? You could have gotten married, or you could have just told somebody it's a Four of Wands or nothing. Got the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords. You've done moved on from this player energy, like I said, and their manipulations. You've done threw the towel in. You're letting the divine handle this. I feel like you have left this Knight of Wands and you don't want no part of it. King of Pentacles is very sad because the manipulation didn't work. What is this Hermit in the immediate future? This could be your career. This could be an investigation. Six of Wands. Oh. So somebody wanted to find out if you were single or not. I think they found out. And they're coming in. Ten of Cups. So this person could be healing from a betrayal by their own family. Somebody tried to get in on your situation here. Two of Cups. Damn. This is going to make you very happy, but I feel like you're going to have a choice to make. The Lovers and the ta-da! I'm here. I think you've always been here, Pisces. They just didn't acknowledge this. This was like they were possibly tricked because of a financial situation. So you just walked away. You're like, yeah, whatever. I gotta go. And that is what made this person do a double take. Like, what? You're just letting go? Well, yeah. We ain't got time for this nightmare. We got other stuff to do. You want to play this game? You go ahead and play it by yourself. Yeah, Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Now they can't get out of where they're at. Now they're taking a leap of faith on love, which is the Ace of Cups. You can't hurry love. No, you'll just have to wait. Nine of Cups. I feel like your wish was to be done with this so you could heal. But I do feel like whoever this person is, maybe they're walking away from another relationship so they can bring you some kind of wish fulfillment. Like I said, I do feel like you've already let go. Because you know somebody's trying to get away with something here. Their judgment of you. Especially when you was standing all by yourself. This person totally misjudged you by some kind of lie. Sagittarius energies, Capricorn energy. It's like whatever, or they're the one that lied about you to start with. Outside influence. You could have walked away from this person because you knew they was some kind of scammer. You knew they wasn't what they said they was. And you chose to heal this. But I do feel like somebody's going to be sending you a message. And I'm getting scammer here. I'm getting a feminine energy pretending to be somebody else, trying to scam you out of your destiny. Whatever. I'm so sick of these people. Yeah, the hope or the fear here is that you don't see what's totally in your face. Aquarius energy, 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the Sun. Whatever move this person is going to make towards you, Pisces, in the immediate future, it's going to expose everything. It's going to expose the 5 of Swords. It's going to expose the 4 of Cups. Whatever they did maybe to mess with your money, it's going to expose that too. It's going to expose everything. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. What's that all about? The Empress. It's not going to work. Whatever they're trying to do to mess with your money or to mess with your spirit, it's not going to work. And somebody is going to get left out in the cold with this 8 of Cups and this 5 of Pentacles at the end because of their actions towards you, because of what they did to you. Somebody knows the truth. Whoever this 2 of Cups is, they know the truth. That you've been fighting all these people all by yourself. Queen of Cups. And they're coming in. Cancer energy. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Chariot. This person's definitely feeling left out in the cold of your energy because you left them behind. It's like you just kept going, kept your head down, kept working, kept doing you, doing the right thing, even when nobody was looking. That's why you walked away from a 10 of Swords. I ain't got time for that. I got stuff. Somebody could have offered you some sort of truth here. I don't feel like you wanted to hear it. Maybe you had very good reason to not want to hear it. Communal living. Lessons and blessings. Spirituality and religion. And being persecuted for that. Getting crucifixion vibes here. But they wanted you stuck in your head about love, like always pursuing the Knight of Wands energy instead of, the Ace of Cups energy. Mature woman, message of concern. And here's the Lover's card. Somebody is false and fake. Could be having some sort of health concern, or the health concern, the bad health, is the phoniness. With the Lovers here, it could be, a relative or a friend. Whoever this person is, they're getting some kind of message of concern about their health. Or they could have tried to doctor up some doctor's notes. I don't know what that means, but maybe false tests. But they're out of time. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. I feel like there's like a third person here who's trying to get in on a relationship between you and another person by pretending to be that person. Right. Happiness, expansion, joy. Competition, enemy, clever, look over your shoulder, the other woman. The runner. Fear of intimacy. Maybe you ran away from these people just because you ain't got no time. Alright, and that was shocking to them because they're out of time. They don't... Cupid's arrow is about to strike and they're out of time. They got nothing here. I feel like you might have been persecuted for your spirituality or your religious beliefs. Somebody may have gaslit you and said, oh, that's cute. You're going through some sort of transformation here, especially in relationships. Some sort of passion has been ignited. There's the Chariot. You're being recognized and rewarded for your movement, choices, and decisions to keep you in harmony and in sync with the universe instead of like fighting against it. Somebody's coming towards you, and they're coming towards you fast because they don't want to be left out of your energy in the immediate future. Putting on a show. A bugaboo is putting on a show because they're caught. Burning evidence and not keeping a promise. Copycat getting a hotel motel. Divorce, breaking contract. I feel like Pisces, you know, you're leaving a lot of old contracts in the past because you've transformed them from, you know, low density to a better timeline, which is bringing in the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and a win for you. And somebody's having to watch this and they don't like it because you done walked away from them. Imagination, try, and desire. Curiosity, cool down, and immortality. Damn. Calm, pause, and solidify your immortality. Resurrection, sublimation, piety, and infinity. An unknown puzzle, illusion, confusion. But something's about to be lit up. Safe haven, flame, home, sing and dance. You're very unique, Pisces, and something's going to be revealed about that. Somebody's very, very curious about your spiritual rank. You're being recognized by the higher ups by some sort of I don't know, some sort of masculine oligarchy here. Somebody sees you as their happiness, Pisces. This person is definitely having to take responsibility for some sort of drama they caused in your life. Wrong one, big failure. Happiness. Somebody might be going to counseling because they're so jealous of your new outlook. I feel like you've earned this. Whatever this is, to, go from having to deal with all these energies to a brand new beginning in love, a brand new beginning in truth, and exposing these dark ops just by being yourself. It's like you haven't had to really, do anything but walk away from things that aren't the Ace of Cups. If it's not the Ace of Cups, it's not the Ace of Cups. And like I said, Pisces, they only got to show you who they are one time, and you're already gone. 'Cause I'm already gone. And destiny's at hand through your confidence of knowing. Alright, let's read the Destiny card. See what it's got to say. Oh, come on. Transformation, confidence, courage, freedom, emergence. Oh, come on. I know you're here. There it is. I need my light, because I'm not gonna sit here and try to fight with the light. It's kind of pointless to fight with the light. All right. So it is your life, your journey, your path. You walk it your way. It says, Destiny is a mighty dragon of great authority. She has no time for fluffiness, ego, or human dramas, as she puts it. She and her kind have been hidden in the depths of the earth for eons, waiting for us to be ready to take back our power and stand in our individual and collective might. She wants you to galvanize us into action, so that we stand strong against adversity and, if necessary, fly in the face of authority to challenge the systems that are no longer fit for purpose. She says if you want change, you need to be that change, not wait for others to do it for you. You do not need the permission to live your life your way, and nor can they absolve you from responsibility. It is your life, your journey, your path, and you walk it your way. Light and fluffy will not create lasting changes on your planet. Have you ever tried moving a large, square, flat-bottomed stone uphill? It is impossible. As humans, you need to come together and work in union, not isolation. Take responsibility for who you are. Hold the visions of what you wish to create and work together with others. We are facing periods of change and at times adversity. We, as people of Earth, can only achieve a more secure future if we come together and work for the good of all. We can be that change. The time for division has passed. It is time for us to unite, collaborate, and work in unison. So Pisces, there is a coming together coming in the immediate future. Now, whether you choose to work with these people or not is up to you. But it is time to try to work together, to not take things so personally. You are being recognized and rewarded for something that you've overcome here, but you don't have to take that with you into the next phase. It is time for you to unite with others, to come together and not worry about the persecution of your beliefs or your spiritual destiny, to make everything fit the way it should. You're an immortal being having a human experience, and the culmination of these energies has to come together. And in the immediate future, I do see that that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You walked away from the nonsense, but now you're going into some sort of wish fulfillment with the Two of Cups, no less. So it will be equal give and take, and that is the point. The final outcome tells me that you kind of like have a choice whether to work it out or to leave it in the cold. And that's up in the air until you make that decision. But regardless of how this works out, you will be recognized for your part that you play in this. And that's what's bringing in this new beginning, this glow up, this new start for you. Well, those are your messages, my baby sharks. Please remember to press the like button, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.